Hi, we are here to talk about why Timberdoodle includes thinking skills and executive functioning and puts kind of an emphasis on that in their curriculum kits.
Yes. So executive functioning is kind of a hot word right now in different circles. In the homeschooling world, we've not heard it a lot yet, but I do believe it is growing. And the reason that Timberdoodle specifically targets it is the executive functioning skills will, if your child has them, will give them the tools they need to function in life. And if they are lacking them, it's really going to cripple them. So Timberdoodle targets thinking skills and executive functioning through a number of different aspects. If you have a child that you find yourself constantly tearing your hair out over because you asked them to get ready to go and they didn't think through to pack their lunch and they didn't think through to pack their entertainment and they didn't think through to get their shoes on, and you're having to step by step by step walk them through, this is the process to get ready. Or another one would be if you're having a child that constantly can't remember where they put something or what they did. All these are executive functioning issues. So if any of that rings true, hang in there. Our curriculum can help you target strengthening the executive functioning skill through a bunch of different avenues. So Grace, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So let's start with thinking and planning. Thinking especially is targeted in the basic curriculum on all our curriculums. It's going to include a thinking skill aspect, usually a workbook that's going to target a number of different logic and systematically work your way through it, all the different aspects of logic and critical thinking skills to figure it out.
And cognitive flexibility is another one of the words that they use to describe that.
So that's going to be really essential.
It is. And the reason we put it in basic, we don't just let it kind of slide in there anywhere in the curriculum. We put it in our basic level because our philosophy is if you hit nothing else during the school year, hit critical thinking skills. Because if your child fails to learn how to think critically, they are going to be crippled in the years to come. But if you can teach them only critical thinking this year and nothing else, they can catch up on the rest of the math and the language arts in the years to come. It'll all come if they have the critical thinking skills. Yeah. So we put it in our basic level because this is very important. It's very crucial to your child's learning. But we also target critical thinking skills and executive functioning throughout many other things, such as games. This year we've added multiplayer games. Do you want to talk a little bit about how that helps?
Yes. So that's going to do a couple different ways. It's going to work on the planning. So you're going to watch your opponent. You're going to think through what your next step's going to be. That planning is executive functioning. And also the impulse control of not grabbing the piece before it's time and waiting your turn and not having a fit. That's also executive functioning. That is
the impulse control.
Yes.
Another way we target it is through our STEM kits. So whether it's the construction set or all the art, all of those STEM construction art type learning kits all build on this. So you're thinking through how are you going to complete the project? You're planning step by step. I can't assemble this part until I've assembled this part. And then you're implementing it. And I found, again, for our kids, we see where their impulses will kind of rule for a while and they'll be manipulating this and moving that. And then you have to say, whoa, pause, slow down. Let's look back at the directions. You need to be following the step by steps. And so for these type of projects, it really works on a lot of that executive functioning to say, here's the goal. How can I accomplish that? And it can be in the divergent and the convergent learning. Both of those you need executive functioning for. So I think that's pretty much why we include the products that we include, what we're trying to target, and why it's such a big deal.